If you bring a claim or a lawsuit against a doctor or a hospital here in the state of New York, did you know that juries like doctors? Come join me as I share with you what is the elephant in the room that my good friend, trial attorney from California, Mitch Jackson, talks about all the time, that I want to share with you and give you an insight into what I'm talking about. Hi, I'm Jerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. So now, my good friend, a trial attorney, a very successful lawyer in California, turns around and says it's so important to discuss the elephant in the room. You discuss it with your clients, you discuss it with juries, because you want to broach the subject and you don't want to keep it hidden. So what's hidden? What did we need to talk about? Well, a lot of people who suffer an injury as a result of improper medical care because a doctor or hospital violated the basic standards of medical care, one of the things that's not discussed with the injured victim is that the reality is that juries like doctors. Juries like hospitals. Now, why is that? Well, think about the basic psychology behind that. What do we do when we're sick? We go to a doctor. What do we do when we have an emergency? We go to a hospital. And why do we do that? Because we put our trust and our lives in the doctor's hands. They are experts, they are specialists who have advanced medical knowledge and information to try and help us to solve our particular problem. So now, when an injured victim comes into court claiming that a doctor or a hospital violated the basic standards of medical care, now many of these people who are coming to sit in judgment of your particular case, we must now ask them if they have any biases or preconceived ideas about a particular doctor or doctors or hospitals in general. For example, I will often ask jurors, by the way, just because a doctor is board certified, does that automatically mean you're going to put them on a pedestal and they can do no wrong or no harm? These people hold the doctors in very high regard. And now we have to get them to open up and be receptive to the idea that at a particular time, at a particular day, that a doctor may have been careless. And as a result of that carelessness, the patient may have suffered significant harm and injury. And it's very important during jury selection to learn from these people whether or not they're going to be open and receptive to that possibility. It simply opens up the discussion to explore the fact that juries like doctors, and we have a huge hurdle to overcome to show them that we are more likely right than wrong. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you, give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in a medical malpractice case here in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. This is something I do every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at jerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Jerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.